Can you recommend what kind of warm-up or stretching you want before you do strengthening?
I always, with a little 5-minute kind of, we've been sitting at our desk all day, especially our upper body's been quiet most of the day. If we've walked over to our gym or whatever we're going to do, we've probably warmed up our lower body. But what I always start is with arm circles. Okay? Up. And this only takes 5 minutes. You know what? And this is at the point when you're sitting in your car, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. But 5 minutes of some warm-up can put your mind in a totally different place, okay? So to do that, back and forth, and then maybe some arm crosses. All right? And I call it the backstroke. All right? And then front. Okay? Now it doesn't have to be in any certain order, just doing some warm-up. When I talk about twisting, I like to twist. Get your spine used to what's going to happen, all right? Twist both sides, and then just some side bends. Okay, both ways, obviously. Front bends, or maybe a little extension, okay? And then my ultimate favorite, I always make everyone do 20 toe touches. So we just, okay? How many, most of us did calisthenics in the gym when we were growing up, right? And I think we've really totally gotten away from it. I think most young kids don't even know what we're talking about. Then maybe 20 jumping jacks, and maybe some light marching, and I think you're ready to go. 5 to 7 minutes in that range, and then go. Never just jump into a strength training program and just start lifting weights. You should warm the muscles up. Very important. Stretching is a big important part in any fitness program, and we should not think that stretching is not important. It's probably one of the more important things that we should do is stretch, because we contracted those muscles the whole time doing exercise, so we should spend 5 to 10 minutes after stretching them out. Okay? Squats are a great total body exercise. I would recommend, if you're new, that you don't use weights in your hand. You just get used to doing the exercise without weight. This here says the ball, and if you don't have a ball, you can do it just standing here. But this says here, and we're just going to squat down. Okay? If you notice, my knees are behind my toes. Okay? Not this way. We're going to push our butt back like we're going to sit in a chair and down.
Your back is pretty straight.
Right.
That's how you want it on punch, right?
Right. I always say lead with my butt. All right? So like we're going to sit. All right? Another way to do them is against the wall. Put the ball against the wall, lower back, my feet out, and squat. Really a good way to learn how to squat with the ball, okay? The only thing I recommend is when you slide down, don't go underneath the ball. Straight up and down, okay? And as it becomes easier, you put weights in your hands and do that. And if you want to really have some fun, you can just do this kind of stuff, okay? And we don't need weights for push-ups. So you would stand against the wall, shoulder width or wider, and pushing. This works the whole chest, shoulders, core. Another way to do a push-up is on the floor, on the knees, and just kind of hinge forward, chin to the floor, and up. All right? And then as you get better at it, you extend out. Okay? And then, obviously, the full out push-up.
Do you recommend in push-ups changing your hand position?
Yes. I mean, the wider grip and the way we go down on our push-up will affect which way we're going to hit the muscle. All right? So if we turn our hands in and we're closer, it focuses more on the tricep. And if we're out a little wider, it's more about the chest and shoulders. Okay? Standing lunge. And that's why I brought the little paint stick. And I just thought of this morning. I said, Lunges are really challenging, and if you were here earlier, I talked to Sharon about lunges, and sometimes what I call is people do the traveling lunge. The lunge is going all, the leg is going all over the place. But if you have a stick, broom handle, whatever, and you can do a lunge, get your support so you're balanced. If you notice, again, my knee is not over my toe, and my back knee doesn't touch the floor as well, okay? So you're creating this little box right here, okay? And then, if you can actually walk across the room, okay? No weights. Good balance. Good for your balance, everything. All right, so we're standing here, shoulder width apart, never locking out our knees, maintaining a flat back, okay, when we go down, and our arms are all to our side. So they say to lead with your hands down. If you notice, my back doesn't cave over. Straight back. All right, here, arms up, working the rear delts. Come on. Now, why do they call these good mornings? Because it hurts, so I can't go right back here. All right, so you're always saying, oh, good morning. I feel that in my hamstrings. Great stretch for the hamstrings, strength builder, okay? And the rear delts, if we're all sitting at the computer all the time, us Americans, we all tend to do this, right? So our rear delts are always stretched out. We tend to be rounded more this way. This will strengthen those rear delts, get those shoulders back, right, where our posture is supposed to be.
Is that one you do without weights or with weights?
Well, I would start without weights.
Okay.
And then maybe a couple of soup cans, about a pound, because you should feel that exercise really. And don't do what I just did. Don't do that. Chin kind of tucked, okay? Don't do this. Don't add extra strain on the neck muscles. Head down, chin tucked, and up, okay? I guess shoulder width apart, maintaining a flat back. And what we're going to do is just touch the floor with the ball, and then come back up. So anyone want to stand up and demonstrate? No. I don't have to be the one. I really don't. And okay, never locking your knees out. Okay, do not lock your knees out. Okay, I always call them strong, but never locked out.
What do you mean by that?
Strong, I mean, you're maintaining, locked out, you're really not strong or locked out. Maybe the doctor can help me out here with this. What I'm saying is strong, you're solid in your stance, but your knees aren't locked out.
So when you bend forward, you always want to have a little bit of flex in your knees.
Okay.
As you go forward, if you lock them all, if you can push them all the way back, those are locked.
Then you'll get
Lock it.
Then
hyperextension.
all of your tendons are under strain.
Right.
And if you get off balance a little bit, you can injure yourself.
Right. You get a
If you
hyperextension.
keep them slightly flexed, you'll still get stretch, but your knee is strong then because the muscles are working for you. You're not just using your tendons and ligaments. And so you get the advantage of it at much less injury likelihood.
Right, thank you. And I'm so glad he showed up. Okay, so you're going to stand on the resistance band. All right. Okay, again, strong knees but not locked out. Okay, elbows at our sides, solid in our core. Bicep curl. Okay. Lateral raise. Okay. I wouldn't recommend that anybody would start with a medium green resistance band with it being new. This one cool thing about resistance bands, you get tension both ways. All right, and we get stronger. Everyone thinks the bicep curl. Oh, we get strong doing this. We really get stronger doing this. Okay, because it's real. It's easy. It's real easy to do that. Control the weight. All right.